This is the 4th annual Alternative Fuel Vehicle Roadshow, sponsored in part by the Georgia Public Service Commission. We're glad to be here in Columbus on the very last stop. Alternative fuels are playing an increasingly important role in the state of Georgia, in the region, because one, American natural gas and the fact that we're leading the world in gas production. Number two, additional regulations coming out of Washington that's requiring us to look closer at our CO2 emissions. And number three, the fact that people want to save money. So we've got an opportunity, companies like Groom Transportation behind me here that's converted all of their vans over to propane. These companies are saving an enormous amount of fuel. So the purpose of the event today is to help educate the public in evaluating these fuels to see if it will work for their company, their fleet, their family, their military base, or whatever. Everyone will recognize the Nissan Leaf, the smaller Nissans that's taking Georgia by storm. Georgia is the #1 market for the Nissan Leaf, mainly because of a tax credit that our legislature has done. We've got these Liberty Utility compressed natural gas vehicles that really represent a larger sector, especially with companies like UPS that's utilizing compressed natural gas, which is the gas in the pipeline. You compress it to 3,600 pounds per square inch, and it burns very clean, very cheap. In fact, you can get it out of a home pump for about $1 a gallon. And then, of course, we've got biodiesel and E85, both things that are derived either from plants like corn or from food oil. Most folks don't realize even what flex fuel means, but 12.5 million bushels of Georgia corn go into the Southwest Georgia ethanol plant. So Georgia fuel, it's made by Georgians, and hey, shouldn't we consume a locally grown fuel instead of relying on overseas petroleum? I think it makes sense. The Muskogee Sheriff's Department, in using propane, Groom Transportation using propane, I think they've seen that propane is an easier fuel to bring on site and to fill your vehicles with, because there's really no infrastructure cost at all. But Liberty Utilities is working on a commercial compressed natural gas station at their Victory Drive location, and I think once they get that station installed, it's going to make it really easy for other companies to take advantage of that. We've got slow infrastructure here for electric vehicles as well. I was down by the river last night having dinner, and I'm driving an electric car, and there was no place to charge. Georgia Power has a location to charge at their site, but who wants to go to the power company and leave their car? I mean, that's not practical. If we want people coming to the river and enjoying the dining, the arts, the beauty, the rafting, we need a place to charge. It's not that expensive. These 4 large companies here in town, frankly, I'm surprised they don't have a lot of chargers. Coca-Cola has 75 chargers at their Atlanta location. Georgia Power has almost 50 chargers. It's not that expensive. There's a tax credit that you can get to put the charger on. So I really think this is a matter of, if we build it, they will come. Our family, where my wife is driving around Athens a lot, taking my kids to school or going to the grocery store, she's put 10,000 miles on this electric car, and she's never charged anywhere other than our garage. $20 a month. $20 a month for electricity. The car takes no oil, no water, no transmission fluid. It has no tailpipe, and you have this $5,000 tax credit. So to me, this is one of the no-brainers in our state right now, and you've got about a year to get it, because the legislature feels like too many people have got this tax credit, and they're going to eliminate it, in my opinion, next year. So you've got about a year to get these electric cars before this sweet tax credit goes away.